Here we go. Oops, I move my light so I can see.
Well, Linda from Toronto area, new to Zentangle, which
Oh, okay.
obviously means she's new to us too.
Great. Yeah, I was thinking that. Yeah, I was going, yeah, it's probably going to be the same. Oh, and hi, Leslie. All right. So let me put, and what I will be doing too. So here's how we work. You can work on whatever you want with whatever you want, completely up to you. However you end up, wanting to do this tangle, that also is up to you. We've have some that will maybe work in a sketchbook or something, because it's just about having fun. That's really what it is.
Is Mel
And
gone? Because we have paper plate Pearson too that works on paper plates.
yeah,
She's not on. I think.
yeah,
Oh no, she's not on this morning.
not on yet. Okay, sometimes she joins in. It seems like a little after it, but I think in the evening. All right, so I'm going to put in the chat links, and then I'm going to share my screen, and we'll talk through the tangle, and then we will have fun. We had there's fan club. That's so funny. Oh my gosh. Yeah, sometimes when I look up, it's wait, is it spring break still? No, probably not. I don't know. All right, let me just share, and I'll share my version first. Save the best for last. All right, so I saw this. Yeah, I saw this. I'm like, oh, that's interesting, and I liked the name in particular. And I'm gonna pronounce it SWiSit. It's kind of like WYSIWYG, which is what you see is what you get. This is SWiSit. Stick with it, see it through. And I'm like, that is just perfect Zentangle philosophy.
That
And
looks like it might be my new favorite.
oh, okay. Well, it could kind of, it has that, the elegant type of feel. And hi, Clau. Oh, you guys. Oh, so you're in summertime this weekend. I'm so glad to see you again.
Just for this weekend. It might not stay that way.
Yeah.
It's the impression I'm getting. Just wait, it'll change.
Just wait. Yeah, yeah. I heard something about snow again, and I was like, oh, okay, all right. I give up. So, and I'll share the second link that I put. So we'll look at CZT Amy Broady's step out. Like I said, we'll save the best for last because it'll give you some better ideas. So what she has is, she says, choose your direction. So, and I'm assuming it's the direction that the swirl will go into. And then as I was looking through, because yeah, say that's three times fast, right? And yeah, be careful, right? And basically what you're going to do is continue whichever direction you choose, and you'll continue to have the swirl part in that direction. So it's just growing off of, you put one, I don't know if you even want to put it in the center of wherever you want it, it doesn't matter. And then just growing it off of there, and then turn your tile and continue to grow it, and turn your tile some more. And wait a minute. And what's so funny is that at some point it's like, wait, did I get those all going in the right direction? But if you follow it around, they are. And then decorate, shade, and all of that. So lots of fun. Okay, so there we go. Ooh, still, I don't know if I can make that any bigger. But if you click on the picture, then it brings it up like this. So here she adds some extra stuff. And let's see if I can. I don't think I can make it bigger. No, this is what makes the background bigger, but not the. Oh wait, if I go the opposite. Oh no. Okay.
There.
That was really weird. So again, she has choose one, clockwise or counterclockwise. And then I wasn't completely understanding the next one. Says choose counterclockwise, which includes these. So she's just showing different ways, I guess, to do it. Well, actually, she's showing the bigger picture of making it go clockwise, because it's like the spiral's going clockwise and your overall motion is going clockwise or counter, whichever you choose. And so here it looks like she's choosing. Well, no, I take
Counter.
that back. Counter. Actually, you know what? You go backwards because yeah, so you'll be adding on opposite direction of your swirl because it's on like this back side here. So you're just adding it on. And I think this, showing all of the different ways you can get it from this, around however you can fit it in. And here she has some, it doesn't have numbers or arrows, so it's hard to tell. I guess this one is next. It was funny. This one, she has some thickening, some weight at the ends, but then on this one she doesn't. But I came back and did some of that after. But you can just see how, just keep continuing to add until you have it the way you want it. And then here she, just adding some orbs and, filling in around the orb. So that way it looks like perfing, just like these, the dots is what we call that perfing. And then looking close, because I could see some red in here, she added some rounding. So where, and for those that are new to Zentangle, as we do it, and I'll talk as I'm doing it. Oh, that looks really neat already on there, Mom, with that background is the way it's kind of blurry. That's neat. And I'll show what that means. Was that watercolor, Mom? Or do you remember what you did?
No, this was
Did you write it down?
I think this was an alcohol marker,
Oh,
and then I saturated it with plain alcohol, and it just ran everywhere.
oh, okay. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, we so we did a class. It was a paid class on prepping tiles, and so that was some of the play. But yeah, so you just again it's stick with it and see it through, and I love that. And so looking at her samples as well, some neat ideas.
Showing in that second square up there at the top is that your first line that you're making the curly Q doesn't have to be straight. See how it's like an S curve and then the curl.
Yeah. Yeah. So however your pen wants it to be, or whatever happens. But yeah, and you're kind of coming off of that, a central point, sort of. But yeah, like in this top sample, you can see filling in between the gaps between the spirals, or just doing, like I said, some rounding, which is kind of cutting off or rounding the corners. But look at too how, like here, if you can see my pointer, she goes behind some of the spirals to continue on. And so it will show that. We call that the hollabow technique. So we'll make sure to show that. But it's just interesting, the different, amount of spiraling or lack thereof, and adding thickness to different sides. Oh, here, Michelle, I don't know if you can you see my mouse? Look at the top one, and then and so right here, see, so she started this one because so this spiral was already existing, and I'll do it on mine for sure. This line, then you stop here, continue your pen here, go on, and then the next one right here, this one. Yeah, so instead of colliding and drawing over, we just stop and draw under. So, yeah, and you can just see, I mean, and then you can also add them from wherever. This is just great tangle. So, all right, I'm going to use my new greenish, and I had all these intentions of laying out my pens and stuff. Yeah, didn't, because I want to use a little bit thicker. I guess an 08 is what it's going to be. And let's.
Well, actually, I don't know why you couldn't change direction of the swirls, but I mean,
you
you just do whatever you want.
Well, it sometimes it looks like you're changing direction just because whichever way is up, and you continue it around. I'm going to do different colors. I've been inspired by I think it was on, well, Rosemary has been doing this for a while, but yes, exactly, Leslie. Yes, we do whatever we want. Well, and I'm trying to remember where I saw something and I'm like, "Well, that doesn't look, so doesn't matter." Okay, so let me get started. No, I'm gonna use different colors, I think, because I just think that that looks so neat. So I'm just gonna start here. And then two, you could also decide, do you want to put a little bulb on the end or not? You could always come back and do that afterwards. So just curve line going into a spiral, and then sometimes that's the hard part is where to grow off of. So I'm just going to come off of here and use the take off and land concept, which is to trace over a little bit of this existing and then go up. And then do a little one, and well, let's see if I can get let me get one in a good position here to do the hollowbow thing. But yeah, so you can, I mean, that's the thing. I mean, they don't all have to be the same, which is also fun. Like this, I'm curving it, making an S shape curve, and then going into the spiral. Um, well, let's do one here. Okay, so here's the hollowbow idea. So I'm gonna land one up here somewhere. But so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start here, and then as soon as I come to this line, I stop, pick up my pen, travel it over as if I'm drawing, then put it down on the other side and continue. We're just gonna stick it right there, like that. And it ends up looking really neat. I do have this wanting to go the other direction though. And then also, I mean, you can start it from, so I could start another one just from up here if I want. And I could do like this. Ooh, and see, and if your spiral collides, same idea. You just stop your pen, travel it over as if, and continue. Okay, I'm using a Micron 08 in black at the moment. But any fine line pen works. Anything works. Let's see. Oh, and I was thinking I was going to go and do some different colors. However, I'm going to have to do that tonight, I think, because, or maybe, I don't know, I wanted to intermix some, so I can still do that. If I just leave some room. Yeah, and Mom is using a
Signo,
Uniball Signo.
Uniball Signo White.
Yeah, the white.
And having lots of fun with it. I like this one.
Yeah, and so yeah, let's see. Because I love some of the things that, I mean, because like I said, I was trying to say, Rosemary has done this probably before I saw the Gingo tangle that I put out a little bit ago, the sample. She used different colors, and it was really, really neat looking. And I was thinking, oh, this one could look neat that way too. So for instance, because I could put one right here behind.
Oh, yes, Heather.
Yeah,
Very
and
clever.
this is a Jelly Roll brand, number 10.
But you're saying like using a dark and a light color, so it really looks like the other thing is behind it, right? Is that the look that you're looking for?
Oh, I don't know what I'm looking for.
And Anoki,
Maybe.
can we use crayons as a base color? Watercolors might be a better thing, but you'd have to do it ahead of time and let it dry.
Yeah.
Crayons, I mean, like kids' crayons, they're too waxy. you'd have a hard time tangling over it. Even, we use colored pencils, which are waxy, but usually at the end to color, you know,
Yeah.
color fill in and stuff, because it's even hard to tangle over that as well. Now I'm gonna play.
Yeah. My thought was to just do a nice mixture. And yeah, and so what we had done in this other class is just to play with things, and stain our, our tiles, our papers. We call our paper tiles because they kind of look like tiles. Um but yeah, we do that ahead of time or after. I mean, you could, because you can,
You,
if you want to add color, you can do that any point. You need to get some other, I'll decorate over here. That'll give me some balance. And maybe I'll throw some gray in there too. Or maybe
yeah,
some green, since it's a green tile.
it's
Mm,
green. It looks gray.
mm.
Maybe using green
Wait,
would make it look more
here's
green.
look at yeah, here's the gray tile. There's the
Oh, yeah.
tan.
Okay, now it looks green.
Yeah. But just by itself. No, it's a Uniball white pen. Uniball
Yeah,
Signo, yeah.
it's just a
Um,
thicker white pen
yeah.
than
Let me type it for you, Leslie.
it's usually thicker, and it usually works. Usually being the operative word.
Oh.
I don't know where I'm going with this.
I think that's what I think it's so fun. Oh, thank you, Michelle. Put a link in for the Uniball Signo. Well,
I
it
started
actually.
I started using it because Rosemary used it. It's all her fault.
Yeah, Roberta says just stick with it, and so does Diane. I think they typed it at the same time. Uh, let's see. Thank you. Did she answer the other question? Wait. Let me look back. Oh, do you, did you like that one better than the gel pen? Well, you. Let's see. Do you like the Signo better than the white, the jelly
Yes,
roll? I mean,
yes,
yes,
I
she does.
do. Heather doesn't agree with me, but
I've been happy with this number 10s.
yeah, sometimes you get one that works really good, and then stick with it. That's fine.
Yeah. Yeah, stick with it. See if I can get. There we go. Well, part of the key is, being extra nice to it.
Well, a lot of it depends on the paper you use too. I
Yeah.
I, I thoroughly believe that, and I am working on this. Is actually an official tile, and this works fine, and I'm sure the other ones would work fine too. But some of the other papers I use are not official tiles, and it works better on those sometimes.
Yeah, Felicity says they're all good when they're new. Well, sometimes. And I don't know if maybe if like Jelly Roll changed something. Um, but it seems like I've had less problems even with the 08 that I used to have. Uh, and this, if you don't know, that's the nib size. That's what we're talking about. Um, but it seems like I've had less problems recently.
Yeah, could be they made some improvements.
Yeah. or I'm just using it more when it's fresh. I don't with the Signo, I mean, I have some. Do you have? Is it also help to use it with a light hand, or does it?
Usually, yes.
Okay.
Because I just recently in a class had one lady that was having a terrible time with it. And I said, I usually don't have a problem with that. And she was
Hmm.
just, and I said, lighten up your touch and you have to let some room for the ink to flow. And
Right.
she had no problem. So
Oh, that's right. I said I was gonna decorate more with the white since I afterthoughted it. Oh, well, I did have one that I had to throw away. I couldn't even rescue. Dr. Bombay couldn't even rescue it. So I had bought some pen cleaner. It's Dr. P.H. Martin's, and it was Bombay pen cleaner, so that's why we say Dr. Bombay. Um, but I put some on a folded up uh, paper towel, and I would just dab it in here, and then still do some scribbles. And I have rescued some, but like this last one, and it was a metallic one, and so I could see all this purple color on the um, paper towel. But then I'd go to write, and it would go for a minute and tease me, and then it would stop. And I'm like, okay, but a lot of mine are old because I was thinking, oh, they're gonna like don't use them because they're gonna go out of style.
yeah.
And yeah, that's exactly, yeah, Barbara said I was in another class on Monday, was indicated that if we don't use the gel pens, they will dry up and be unrecoverable. So we need to use them enough so they don't dry. Yes. But yeah, I have it, but yeah, some of them I was able
Use it
to.
or you lose it.
Right, right. So learn from those mistakes and oh my goodness. And let's see. Um oh, and Michelle put in a link to, and I will, I'm gonna click on that link to so I can save it. About unsticking a stuck gel pen. And the microns too, because sometimes if working on over graphite or colored pencil and stuff, those seem to clog up as well. And and just having paper towel to just kind of swirl, I would like swirl the tip in here and there so it doesn't get clogged. But I recovered some of those too with that with Dr. Bombay. And Michelle, Um, let's see. You needed this type of tangle today. Good. I, I was there too. And I'm like, you know what? I want one I don't have to think about too much. And this one, it does fit the bill. And then when you get it to wherever you want, then
Say,
you can decorate.
done.
Yeah. Um,
What
Well,
else
I'll
can
find that
I?
out, Leslie, if a new pack, because I have a couple packs that my brother bought me a long time ago, and I already have. I've already got those, but I'm not going to say, no. Uh, but all right, so you can, of course, decorate however you wish. Oh, let me show that first. The rounding. Let me get a thinner pen. So the rounding, for those that don't know what that is, actually, I'm going to take this little corner right here, and it's just a little teeny curve line like that, and then you fill it in. And you can have it that, that could have been smaller if I wanted it to be. Ooh, and actually, right, look at how weird is that? I have everything coming out of the center. I didn't necessarily intend. Well, that I can just do a big ball. But so you could add this rounding like this, where lines meet up. So if there's kind of a corner, you don't have to do that at all if you don't want to. it does add for kind of a neat look, or here where things connect. And then 2, what do we got? Oh my gosh. Oh, see, I might do this with the seniors tomorrow, but then I'm like, this will be another one that we're done like way early. Now that they gave us more time.
Oh, they
Just a little bit. They usually would have a um like a word game or something, a brain game, I think is what they called it. Right after, and so they would come in. Ooh, I should do some of that in white, maybe. Oh, I don't know. Um, ooh, maybe we'll see. I can always color over it. So they would always be kind of rushing in and setting up, and I really only had no, that doesn't look good. Like 45 minutes versus an hour, and so one of the gals asked, and I said, "Well, I don't know. Ask Liz, the activities director." I said, "If she's okay," I said, "we can work that out." So that way, at least nobody's rushing in, and everybody has time to, so we could do the mosaic and look and see what everybody did. And but it seems since then, it's like everyone that well, except for the one that where it was a little bit too complicated. Um,
You work on regular size tiles?
I do with them. Yep.
So, because I was
Although I
saying
should bring a bigger one.
if you had apprentice tile,
Yeah.
well, just work on a bigger one. So you have to fill the whole thing. Can't stop until it's all filled in.
Well, I think that they would enjoy this one. Well, and the nice thing about this one too is if you feel like you need to add some more, you can. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, Michelle. Yeah, or pair it. Yeah, with another one. Yeah, like print Tomps or 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 Tipple or something. Yeah, exactly. See, so I'm gonna add a row of little orbs if this will behave. This one I couldn't quite. No, no, it does look like she put a line on the outside of the orbs. It's one of those I couldn't tell, but it's an awful fine line, or could have, and maybe you. I don't know if you did this. Maybe you did. You could do the line first and then fill it in with orbs.
Yeah, I just widened, like on that one you just did.
Uh
On
huh.
some of mine, I just put another line on like the inside and put
Oh,
orbs. Or if it looked too skimpy, then I did it on the outside and put some, but keeping it going with the curve.
yeah.
Whereas what you're doing is different, and that's
Right.
okay. I'll
Just
let you
like
do
that.
that.
Okay.
You have permission.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome. Like you need it.
As I like going, oh, I'll just continue to draw here with this.
Well, that's what's
Oh man.
actually that's what's fun with this one.
Yeah.
I didn't know where I was going, and I thought, well, I'm just going to fill this whole thing in, and then I'll say I'm done. But now I'm going over the curves with dark blue because the model background, I lost some of the curvy thing,
Oh yeah.
curviness of it. So I kind of did the swirls with the dark blue, which makes them show up much better. I can see it now. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm going to do something else. I don't know what yet, but
I like how in yes, mine looks like it's just the one sample. She the different sizes of orbs, and then we'll say, you know, you can put, if you want to put some other kind of background, or, you know, oh, maybe I should do that. Oh, that might help with the white or something. I don't know.
Well, see,
To do an aura around.
I did fancy fescue and then perfed it, perfed them.
Yeah, I
Now
like
I'm
that.
looking for something else to do.
Yeah, and Leslie, yeah, a lot of these do come with that little the little uh
Oh,
bead on the end of them that keeps it. So I would kind of assume, as long as you don't take that off, I would hope that, you know.
well, you know what, Heather? In that whole
Hmm.
set you got me of the gel pens, none of them had that on it. I think
Oh,
it's I think it's just the souffle and the glaze pens that have that.
that could be.
Because I just a day, you know, last week or one time, I got a glaze or a souffle pen out, and it had that on there. But
Okay.
I don't think the actual gel pens do. But I could, you know, I could be totally wrong. I have
Okay.
been known to be totally wrong.
Yeah, and I didn't pay any attention. Which means that they probably didn't have that on there, because I would have probably,
Yeah,
hopefully, well, you never
yeah,
know if I would remember or not.
because you know that whole set, and I've been using it quite a bit. And there's I haven't run across a single one
Oh.
of those beads on there.
Oh, that's what, oh, I'm just noticing.
Yes.
So on that top sample of Amy's, she auraed around the whole pattern. And for those that don't know, it's just, that's just like a, you know, outlining the contour. But then she put the orbs on the outside of that. Oh. Hmm. We could do that in white. I don't know how that would look. Um. Oh, Leslie said. Oh, Michelle said. Yeah. Let's see. Oh, I'm sorry. Michelle was mentioning to Leslie that, yeah, about the dot, the tip of the pen. And yeah, it does depend.
And it might
Um,
be different brands of gel pens have those. I don't know.
true, true.
I think
And yeah,
I think the pen caps actually have something in there.
I'm gonna do that. And then don't sit and talk and leave it uncapped. That doesn't help anything either.
So I'm filling in my random orbs that I put in here and there with silver now,
Ooh,
just because I want to. Because wait, this is just an hour, right?
yes.
We don't have that much time, but we still have time. So I got to do something to fill up that time.
Yeah, so I decided I'm gonna. This part you kind of have to decide when you're done. Oh, and apparently I'm not going to do any more of those. That was silly. Oh, I could put some on the insides. All right.
Well, you're not all the way around yet. You could stop
That's true. I could put some
right
here,
there. Yeah.
maybe
And
here, so that way it's,
that
well, no, that
other
was
big
too close.
one,
I'll do it here.
and I'm
I need
pointing at
this.
my screen like you can see it. Do it. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, down. Run right. One that's coming right from the middle. Yeah, right there.
there. That's the one I was
Down.
thinking.
Yeah, or the one below that, or above it. Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
But you don't have any. Well, no, it doesn't matter.
No,
I.
because I could put some like right here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Do it
That
before
w-
you forget.
Yeah, exactly. Because that way it's kind of spread out a little bit.
Yeah, and
Let's see.
then you'll forget to aura the whole thing. But I'll remind you because that's what I'm here.
Okay. Oh yeah, and if I taper it, see, now if I was really being smart, I could have I should have, and well, draw this line. Let me do it so I can see where I'm going. Around like that, so it kind of merges in. I can still do that and fill in the little gaps. I have just I don't even think that's a millimeter of tip left on this pen. Actually, I should see if I can well, no. I won't do it now. I wonder if you can
Yeah.
pull them out
You can get
while
the
there's something to grab.
oh, I don't know. The uniballs you can get like 3 at a time on Amazon. I put them in my class kits when I teach, so I usually get them 9 at a time.
Mm.
But I know I mean it is much cheaper to get at least 2 or 3 of them.
Ooh, I'm just gonna do like that.
Yeah.
And I could probably add more inside, but yeah, it was like, oh yeah, before I aura, I should think, am I done on the outside? Is there anything else on the outside that I want to do? Silly. Oh, that's the trick. Oh, let's see. Um, oh, Deb has the new retractable deli rolls. I oh, nothing over the wait. Oh, so those ones have a little rubber ball, but because yeah, I was thinking about that. It's like after, if they had that, once you retract it, is there anything to protect it?
Are they by Sakura
But
as
yeah,
well?
the jelly rolls, they're
Re
retractable.
retractable. Huh. Well,
I
that's
keep thinking,
interesting.
well, why? Now I think I still have somewhere here, Sharpie had, and there it was about equivalent to like an O3 size nib, and it was a retractable, but I think it had a little thing that shut, after you retracted it.
Oh,
But
huh. Oh, Sharon saw someone use nail clippers to pull the nib out.
oh, well,
I
yeah, it's one of those. It's like when it's at the end of it, you're gonna throw it away anyway.
or tweezers,
Yeah,
nail clippers, if you don't, careful, you might just chop it off. But
yeah,
tweezers might work. Okay, now you're going to do orbs, just floating orbs.
yeah.
Okay.
But I think I might do them varying sizes like this
Oh,
because I thought
yes.
that was cute.
Yes, that looks good. That looks like how they do those, the paint
Oh
mandalas.
yeah.
Are you go all the way around?
Yes, I think I'll go all the way around, at least as far as I can go.
I think,
Maybe not all right now.
oh yeah, but as long as you're not, you know, as long as you're not doing a pattern of large and small, you can squeeze small ones in, you
Yeah,
know, everywhere because you got that, not that space, but your next one close to the edge is
yeah.
pretty small.
I was thinking I should probably have some pattern, but then that was a good point. So I don't have to.
No, it makes it harder to do.
Yeah, because then I have to think.
Hmm.
Psh,
So now
we
you're
don't want to
going to
do that.
get
Yeah,
real
and see, and I can
tiny,
just fit little
tiny,
teenies.
and then you get bigger, and it works.
Uh, and so I should check in. Well, being that, let's see, which is about 6-minute warning for those that are new to Zentangle. How are you doing? If you want to put it in the chat, unless you're just so
I don't know. Michelle just put in think and talk and tangle and read the chat all at once.
right. I kind of like not having a pattern. That also
It,
makes it
it
interesting, I guess.
actually, yeah, it does. It makes it more interesting.
Got my little ridge from my. Well, if I could do them a little gradual, that is what's nice. And I'm not doing any shading. Let me, okay, I'm halfway done. But shading thoughts. Let's see. Oh, and you put darkness because yours is different.
Yeah, and I did it like around the top from the center around the top part of the
Mm.
swirl. Um, but just with a colored pencil. So, with the graphite, you might want to do it like you're doing it.
I'm gonna do it on the outside because I had
Mhm.
seen this is what she did because, and let me go back here. So here where we hollow bow underneath,
Oh,
and
see,
let
I
me
never did one like that.
oh
Oh, then you need to shade on the rounded side of, yeah, no, on the outside of that one. The one you just had your thing on? Oh, never mind. It goes the other way.
yeah. Well, and then shade
Does
here,
It doesn't
but yeah,
just
like
doesn't
on the
matter.
outside of the line, or
Yeah,
yeah.
that'll make that one look like it's sitting up.
Well, then maybe I'll change that to
Oh,
like those. Maybe I'll use the white. I don't know. I'm gonna leave them for now. And then too, well, I was partly thinking of maybe thickening those some of the edges. Oops, come all the way back here where I started.
with the purple barrel or pink barrel on that pencil you're using, it looks like you're using a pink or purple pencil. You're not. It's just a little hunk of graphite.
Yeah, that's about all that's left. Let's see. Lisa says, "Ding ding, 5 minutes." Let's see. Linda says, "I think I'm okay. Technique aside, I'm really enjoying the process. Good, because that's
That's
what
what's
matters."
yes, that is what is important.
Uh, and
How
Oki
it
says,
ends up doesn't matter as
"Yeah,
long as you like it. Well, you
nope,
don't even have to like it as long as you enjoy doing it.
that's right. Yeah, I really hate this one, but it was so fun." Yeah, so Nokia, I'm doing some shading on I'm feeling like this is like the outside because it's like here's where I started, but I'm doing it on the outside because that way I can have it go underneath here and emphasize that like that. And then using a tortillon, of course, to spread out the graphite. Now I might add some white charcoal or something.
You're not
And
using
then
much graphite.
I'm not.
You're
I'm
not
a wuss.
using the go dark or go home theory.
No, and I should. I should use my, the darker
It's
pencil.
just a graphite pencil. It's a regular
It
like a
just
regular number 2 school pencil.
Yep.
What's left of one. Well, it's
Yeah.
probably an
It's like
official
the
probably an official Zentangle one, but that's all it is too. It's
it
just a number
was, yeah. I can't even make out any letters anymore. Although I do like when I toss it down, it makes this funny noise with the when it's rolling. Let's see. Yes, yes, one of our guys, yeah, go dark or go home. Oh yeah, yeah, usually it's go big or go home. Yeah. Tom modified that. It's go dark or go home.
You could always go back and put a little more
That's
in.
Yeah, exactly. Better than the other way, and then you
Mm.
get the graphite remorse, and that's not good. Oh, look at I went all the way around almost. But even just that, it does. Whoops, let me move it where it goes. Even that does give it some dimension. And then two,
You could, like with the green, is that a chalk pencil or a colored pencil?
chalk
Chalk.
pencil.
With that, if you did it on the inside, uh-huh, right where you had that, Heather, on
Yeah,
the
like on
inside
the
of those, the top, and then, yeah, oh yeah, I think you got something there.
yeah.
Mhm. Eh,
Yeah.
I don't think it's gonna matter that much. You might find you
No.
wanna add even more of that.
Let's just find a green
Blend
thing.
it and see let us see what it's gonna look like.
Yeah.
Oh,
Look
yes.
at that. Oh, and
Uh,
then so this is for those that don't. This is a General's chalk, pastel chalk pencil,
oh,
which
that
you can treat just like graphite and spread it out just like. But
uh-oh, Allie had a phone call for the first 30 minutes, so she has been speed tingling.
I was thinking maybe you were still tied up because it's like we have. Yeah, it's like Allie's been quiet.
I think now, Heather, if you, uh, did the white around the white ones, with the chalk pencil or the white
with,
charcoal,
with white.
that is gonna be spectacular.
Well, I was thinking that that's the color I would use. That is, if I can find two spread out here. Not really, but well, here's yellow. That's not gonna work. I have to get at least some white on there before we. Ah, there we go.
Ronnie wants to know how long it'll be before her shading looks like more than dirt.
Ah, well, sometimes you have to not look at it, and then you can come back and look at it again later,
Well, Allie, you
and
did
it won't look like
wonderful.
dirt.
I like the way, well, we'll talk about likes and dislikes
Woo!
later, but man, oh man. Yeah, now is the
Wait,
time you can
wait,
open up your
yeah,
cameras and
here. Yeah, open up,
you
and
know,
yeah, and at least open up the webcam so that way we know when things stop shifting. Oh, there's my white.
yeah.
Um,
And Ronnie's one that's just new, right? Was she one that was new?
I'm
yes.
new to you guys, but I'm not necessarily. I mean, I've been doing Zentangle for a little while, but my
Okay.
shading still looks like dirt.
Yeah,
Ah,
well, I'm gonna say just wait to see what some other people do, and it'll give you ideas. And sometimes you just need to rub it more with your tortillon. And what Heather and I do it too. Sometimes if it looks
ah,
like you have too much graphite or graphite remorse, like Heather was saying, it with rather than an eraser, use the opposite end of your tortillon, the the
The
open part.
round, the
Yeah,
round. Yeah.
and just rub, where you think it looks like too much to lighten it a little bit. That works.
Okay. I don't. I just. I never feel like it is enhancing in the way that it's supposed to enhance, but I just keep trying.
mm.
Yeah, that's the thing. Just keep trying it.
Oh my
It's just a piece of
gosh.
paper.
That's what she says. Oh my goodness.
Oh, I love these. Do you have more than
Oh,
one page?
let's see.
You
Let's
must.
see.
We had
Yes,
enough
I
people for more
do.
than one page.
Oh my goodness. Let's see. What do we got? Okay, wait. Oh
Wow.
my gosh. Do I have two full pages almost? Holy
You
moly.
should.
Okay.
Wow.
Wow. Okay,
Holy
dokie.
mackerel. You guys are really good.
Mine's not finished, but
But
That's
a lot of them
okay.
are not finished. Don't worry about that.
Yeah. All right. So
Beatrice, can you hold yours closer to the camera? Yeah. Oh, yeah. And up a little.
and
Just a little
Diana's
up.
is just
Oh,
a
good.
just a
Good.
green
Good.
dot.
This is all I
All
can
right.
see so far.
Okay, whoops. Oops, and then I see did Christine just pop on? Or am I just getting hold on. Let me flip and flip. Oh, there we go. Okay. Hold them steady. Oh, good. And the thing is going away. That's a good thing. 1 second. Go with my phone. All right. 1 second again. Whoops, whoops, whoops. Hold on. Ah. All right. I got them all. Oh, oh, and there's Ronnie's cat.
Yep. That's you can't see my
That's a
tile, but
helper.
you can see my cat.
All right, I got them
okay.
all. I'll share my screen here and share screen first. We'll turn off our webcam so that way it makes this bigger. There we go. And I'll make that bigger. And
I love that
there.
blue. Whose is that? That is so good. The dark
There we go. Oh, look at all of these. Okay. Yeah, and see, if you guys want to turn off your cameras, that way it makes the share part bigger. And let me save this while you're doing.
You have to do a Naki's
Oh,
too.
I can. Yeah, I can turn. Yeah, look. I can see the looking.
Thank you so
Like
much,
I can't
Danya.
find it. All right, hold
Love
on.
the egg.
That's all
Thank
right.
you so much, Donna.
Yeah. Okay, there we go. Okay, I got it. I just have to scroll
I
it up.
haven't seen
And
yours. Okay, there's so many. I
yeah,
just put them.
and then
Oh, beautiful,
just because
Donna.
it's
Even
hard
you've done a wonderful
to
job.
hear, I will there we go.
Wow.
There's the webcam. I will mute also just because it's just makes it hard to
Yeah, because
hear, and then sometimes we get all these weird echoes and stuff like that,
right.
and
Because
so
other than Heather
not
and
being
me,
rude.
chat in the chat.
Yeah, yeah. And so we try to read them out loud too for that. But let me save this before I get myself in trouble. But oh my gosh, this is a great one. It really is.
Have you saved it yet?
Almost. And then I'll bring up the second one. What is today for? AM1. All right, now, and then we'll go new paste. Look at all of these. I think this is the most I've had on, with
Well,
the screenshots, like two almost full.
but wasn't
Look at
yours
Rosemary got two done.
too?
Overachiever.
I don't know why some of these look like they were on the first page too, or maybe
Oh, I hope
by the
not.
time you took the picture, they moved or whatever.
Yeah, I
Anyway.
did it and then I waited. So hopefully we don't have that where, somebody's got the wrong picture on the wrong thing.
Actually, Jacqueline, it looks like a peacock, and I saw. So here's earlier, and I was thinking, hers looked just like a peacock's tail.
Okay.
But Jacqueline actually turned hers into one.
Oh, what a
And
great idea. And
Jen's colors, she could have done that too.
oh, well, and the neat thing, we could always go back with other things afterwards, like you did. You added a little darker blue,
Yeah,
to
to
yours.
emphasize all those curls.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, that is gorgeous, Jacqueline. Oh, love that, Jen. And let's say Jen has some other bigger orbs in there. That's a neat idea too. Look at all that.
Who's
in Jen's? Some
yeah.
bigger orbs.
Filled the space with bigger ones.
Yeah.
And Joe's does look like a bouquet.
Yeah. Well, he turned it into like Zenplosion.
Yeah, but Kathy did too. Hers looks like.
Yeah, you just add some lines strategically, and that's what you get. So neat. Meg, nice. Oh, and she did a border too.
Oh, that's neat. Yeah.
And Rosie is back. Look at that. How nice. Well, that's fun. You can decorate it however you want. And Rosemary's, oh my gosh.
I like the perfing around the curlicues.
Yeah. Yeah, and on the inside of them, not just on the out. Some of them on the inside. I think that looks neat too.
Yeah, it does.
Oh.
And then she used like the Zen embossing technique on the other one, which is beautiful.
Yeah. And look at Roberta's little hint of colors.
Did you see Rosemary's post of the other day of that one that you did that's just like two little, like a connected little. It looked like she splattered water on it. Did you see that?
I think I did.
Yeah, it was amazing.
Yeah. Yeah, there was a couple that I couldn't wait to see what Rosemary. There's some of those I'm like going, I can't wait to see what she does with this. I like little Roberta's. Look at the little hint of color, different colors, but that's really neat.
Oh yeah, yeah.
That's neat. And Monica's, there's almost, depending on how you do it, it kind of can look like that snack from Thomas Padros. And then there was one, who did it? Roberta or Tetra? And I don't remember. And I was going to look it up. I couldn't find it, that they did. And it was interesting. But look at Monica's. with the nice background, and Michelle. Oh, oh, Sandy's, that's gorgeous.
Now that's a prep tile.
Yeah.
I'm assuming.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
And Sharon. And Sharona, Sharona did, yeah, with the white too. Yeah, I need to look at what the other people have done with that a little bit more. But
It's
I like that.
Sharon left hers much more open.
Yeah.
Her curly cues aren't as well. Some other people did too, like sew here. Hers
Mhm.
are, you know, more open, and other people clustered them really tight, which makes a big difference. Again, it's always dimension and how you put it together.
Yeah. Well, look at, so here, I love that big, long, I'm pointing as if y'all can see me, this big, long swoop on the outside.
Yeah. That's what
neat.
really makes it, yeah, beautiful. And the
Neat.
colors
And
on Steph's are beautiful.
wow.
That's obviously a prep tile as
Yeah.
well.
Well, look at all that aura-ing
Oh, yeah.
on the outside. And Tedra's gorgeous.
Beautiful. I love the perfing and all the little inner things. And
All right,
I mean,
now.
several of them just show, like Joe's and Tedra's, just to pick out a few examples. You don't have to do it, a lot of them, to make it really good. You know, you can, and then they're good too. But
Yeah. Okay, let's go to page 1. And thank you, Allie, for putting in the Facebook group page. I just put in my link tree that has links to everything there too. So if you're not a part, and also just a forewarning, there are 4 questions that have to be answered to join the group. It's amazing how people they'll like just answer the last one, and I'm like, oh, I'm sorry.
And they're not hard questions.
They're not. It's not anything hard. I think it keeps out like the bad people, because one time I let one in, I'm like, all right, so they missed the last one, and that was like almost immediately. And thank you, Allie, you had caught it and reported it. Was like a spam message. And I'm like, oh, okay, I'm not going to do that again. Oh, look at Allie's speed tangling. Look at that.
I like the way she put it in from the corners. Actually, I was thinking of doing that.
You were thinking, and it translated into
I was thinking of doing that, but not on that particular one, but on some of my others, prepped ones that I did those little squares with that plastic thing. But that's tonight. I've got
on one of her samples, she had them coming in from the corners, I think.
Oh, could be.
And Anoki, you said this. I see. This is what's fun, right? Who said it's their first time by looking at any of these? Nobody.
She must be working on very thin paper because the light is shining through it.
Yeah.
Not that that matters. It's beautiful.
No. It's very nice. Nicely done. That's excellent. And Antonia, that's neat. You really get that glowy look with the.
Yeah, that's another example where you don't have to have them solid, a lot of them, and it's just beautiful.
And look at the squashed orbs.
I like that. Beatrice emphasized a few of them with the color. That's love it. I love it. She has some shadowy ones too with color.
Yeah.
Or more fescues and orbs.
I'm going to do that later. I'm going to put more Zen stuff in.
Okay.
Oh, that's neat. And look at let's see, I'm going straight down, but let me not do that. Look at Deb's. Oh, with the striping. Yeah, Joyce isn't on this morning, but Joyce likes that striping too. Very neat. And
I'm sure Dee Dee is planning to put a saying in the middle of that open space.
Well, also, I mean, what a neat idea is you don't have to. It doesn't have to encompass the whole space. Well, kind of like Allie's coming in from the corners. Diane's is just
a border,
like little flowers of them. And Colleen, wow, look at the depth in that one.
Yep.
Just the shading on the outsides like that. Oh my gosh. And she did that too with the striping. And Clow, very neat. Neat, neat, neat. Well, she's some extra fescues that'll
Yes,
look like
inside
actual.
inside fescues and
Yeah.
outside fescue. Yeah, that looks more like the normal fescue.
Mm-hmm. And Christine, super nice. That looks like gold, baby. Oh, look at she's got some strength. Look, and what's so funny is all of these great ideas. It's like everybody look at. They're all copying off each other. Oh, and Diana's very cool.
Yeah, I like.
Diana Redmond, and then we have Diana Whitley, also very nice. Oh, we have that's right. We have
Oh my
well,
gosh, do
that's
we
why
have enough Dianes?
that's why Diana
The
my
first
Diana is
Diana
BB.
Redmond, I like the way she used just a few in the corners and then did some in the middle. That's a good idea.
Oh, let's see.
A chop.
Oh yes, it's a good idea. I could do a chop explanation. I don't know about instructional,
So,
but
yeah.
maybe, yeah.
Well, we could do a whole class on inventing your own chop.
Well, I had requests, and I said, well, that would be something that mom would have to do.
No, not me.
Oh,
I've used the same one forever.
oh goodness, yeah, okay, yeah, because yeah, I've had some people that have asked. Wait, Claw and Diane R look like Peter Max. Wait.
But they,
No.
their work, both of their works look very similar. But you
Mm-hmm.
notice what Diane R did? She put her little centers of the curlicue are
Oh,
fancy fescues.
I love that.
I do too. Makes it
With
look
the little
totally different.
frame.
And actually, Donna looks like she did a little of that too. Or I put
Uh-huh.
white dots in my middle. I'm working with the
Yeah.
white pen. I put white dots to make them bigger. But I like making them, giving them that, what do you call it? Like a teardrop shape.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's and then both adding the a thickening to the one side, some weight, some love.
Yep.
Yeah. So Sandy says Allie can teach us how to best chomp. Ah, all
Okay,
right.
I want to know, did Elizabeth start out with a white tile or a blue or black tile?
Oh, yeah, that's a good question. That is amazing.
I'm hoping she started out with a dark tile. That would be a lot
Oh,
to
it's
fill
navy blue.
in. Okay, navy blue. Well, some of the black tiles with the cameras look navy blue, so I didn't want to say
Yeah.
that, but that's
But,
beautiful.
I mean, thinking how versatile it can be. This can be springy and flowery, and it can go, swirly, snowy.
Right, but that looks like starburst to me
Yeah.
rather than snow, but it's
Yeah, because we don't want to
beautiful.
think about snow.
No,
And look
no
at
thoughts of
Els. Els is popping right off of that background, that
snow.
floor background. Wow. That is
Jeff's
gorgeous.
wondering what pen did Elizabeth use?
Yeah,
A
because it
very
looks,
juicy white pen.
yeah, because
The white is very nice and solid. We
yeah.
we
No,
you
wait.
have to.
Okay.
Oh, Joe just put in the.
Oh, okay. Thank you, Joe. Yeah, they are all beautiful. That's right, Inez. And look, Felicity's. It was just so fun because it could just go wherever it wants to go.
Yeah,
And Inez, yours is gorgeous. And you did
starting
some,
out with a gorgeous prep tile.
yeah. Oh, and adding crescent moon around the edge. Neat.
Mhm.
It looks like you did some, yeah, half with white and half with dark. Nice.
And Jackie's look so
Oh,
perfect. All of them, I love the shading on hers too. It gives
yeah.
them all depth.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Really nice.
Elizabeth says it's in Chinese. It says pigment ink only. Well, darn, because it looks. I mean, at least in the picture, it looks like it's very, it covers
Very
very
solid.
nicely.
Yeah. I mean, there is something to say to experiment with new and different brands of pens if they're not too expensive. You
Yeah.
don't want to get stuck into getting something really expensive and then not having it work at all.
Right.
But
Right. All right, we'll say goodbye to the recording.